Hey everyone, Tanner Bell here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to teach you one of our favorite and honestly one of the best ways to decorate and have a no-carve pumpkin idea. As you guys see here, we have some amazing foam pumpkins that we were able to pick up at our local craft store. And today we're going to teach you how to use our Maker's Gonna Learn fonts to apply some really awesome stencils on here with vinyl. So you're actually going to be placing your decal on here straight from vinyl. Sometimes people like to use the same process and create stencils, but what we like to do is just use vinyl so we have perfect lines, and that way we don't have to worry about painting or anything like that. Speaking of painting, as you guys see here, this green right here is such a trendy color this fall, and we couldn't find any actual pumpkins this color. So what we were able to do is just simply give it a coat of paint with our acrylic paint and cover that in one coat. Feel free if you need to do that and you want to for your project to do that, because I feel like with traditional transfer tape that is clear and a little bit thicker, you are going to potentially peel the paint up. But in today's video, we're using a masking tape, transfer tape, and it's really awesome. I like it a lot. It's very affordable. So that's what we're going to teach you exactly how to do today. So if you guys are excited, be sure to give the video a thumbs up as we get started. And if you're brand new here, hit that subscribe button, because we have so many videos teaching you guys how to master your die cutting machine. Whether you have a Cricut, a Silhouette, or a Brother Scan and Cut, we have education for you. And if you're new, be sure to check out our membership site down below, where you get hundreds and hundreds of dollars of value with a special offer for our yearly members. So be sure to check that out. And if you're a monthly member already, today is a great day to go ahead and upgrade, because we're using a Maker's Gonna Learn font. So with your 1,300 plus cut files, 200 plus fonts, and so many exclusive courses and trainings, our membership is seriously right for every die cutting enthusiast. So if we're excited, let's head over to the computer. So right here, we're at the Maker's Gonna Learn site. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on over here to fonts. And we have a few different categories of fonts. So you can use basic fonts. Arrow words is one of our crowd favorites. We have our new font category, because we have brand new fonts coming out every single month for our members. We try to release 20 new fonts a month for our yearly members. And remember guys, you cannot purchase these individually. Monthly members do not get these. Only yearly get access to these fonts. So it's super fun. You can look under basic, fancy, hand lettered, and we have a special category for script and monogram fonts. So let's go ahead and look under our script fonts, because I want something that's going to look really nice and really fun for our pumpkin today. This is something that I kind of want to put styled on a front porch or something like that. So you could use something like the David font, I think would be good. You want to look for something a little bit thicker. I love oak wood. Blown Away can kind of be nice too. But let's also look under the hand lettered. Both of these categories are probably going to do you really well. So right here, I see Fat and Happy, and that's one that I was kind of eyeballing before we started filming. So that's kind of what I think I want to use today, but I'm not too sure. So Toffee Nut, I mean, there's so many. Feeling Fine would be fun. Surrender. I mean, guys, there's so many fonts, but let's just go ahead and check out Fat and Happy. So why I really like this font is that the lettering is thick, and it's going to not be too distorted or anything like that when we apply the vinyl down onto such a textured side of things. So we're just going to scroll on down, and if you're a yearly member, it'll say download now. If you're not already a member, it'll say join, or if you're not a yearly member but you're maybe monthly, it'll tell you to upgrade. So just click that download button and it'll quickly download you a zip file. Simply click on that after it's downloaded, and then you're going to see it selected as soon as you open it. So now you're just going to click this, and a lot of our fonts are OTF. There's a few different variations that we provide, but this one is OTF, so we'll be able to just click that install button and quickly download Fat and Happy. Now, when you're crafting and downloading so many fonts, like I already have Cricut Design Space open back here, here's a tip. I always like to go to Cricut Design Space and just click refresh. So I'm going to reload the page, And then what reloading the page is going to do is refresh the system so that you're able to go in and select new project. And then you're going to be able to go down here and select text. And all we're going to do is type the letter B. And now what we're going to do is change that font over to our Fat and Happy. So we're going to select System, and then we're just going to search Fat. And as you can see, since we refreshed that page, we're now able to have the Fat and Happy font. And I love how bold this is right here. So we're able to scale this up a little. The B looks great. It's going to be really awesome for today's project. So what you want to do now is kind of measure your pumpkin. So let me share with you how I would do that. All right, guys, sorry if you can barely see the pumpkin. It's white on white, but what we're going to do is just quickly be able to measure our pumpkin area, and you want to find like the flattest part of the pumpkin. So for some reason, it's kind of more flat here, and it's kind of more flat right here. So I'm going to just claim this area right here, and I'm going to measure the width. So looks like we can do a width of 6 inches from this line on the pumpkin to right about this line is probably as wide as I want to go, because I want to stick with kind of the flatter side of this pumpkin. So 6 inches wide, and the most that we can do for our length is probably, I'll probably go say 7.5. That way it's going to be able to be centered nicely, and it's going to be look awesome. So 6 wide by 7.5 length is the largest we're going to be able to do for today's monogram project. So let's go over here, and we're just going to type in the width of 6, and then we're going to let it auto size it. And then it's automatically resized it. And look right here, it's resized this, believe it or not, for some reason, it is going to make the height 10.25. So what we're going to do is be able to scale this down. And if we scale it down to about, if we do like a 4.2 by a 7.2, gets us looking a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is unlock this, and we're going to see what it looks like if we widen this out just a tad bit and then bring this inwards. So this is looking a lot better. I'm pretty happy with my B. So once you're happy with it, we, kind of are settling at a 4.85 by a 6.4, almost practically 6.5. So we can lock that back, and we're going to be ready to cut it out. So what we're going to do is press Make It. And we're just cutting vinyl, so we can just leave it right here. No need to mirror. We're going to press Continue, and we're going to connect to our maker. You can cut this with your Explorer. Our membership and all of our cut files and fonts work great for any die cutting machine, so feel free to use the one of your choice. Or simply just cutting vinyl. You can use any specialty vinyl if you would like. So we've already applied the black vinyl right here. So we're going to load that in. And then we turn fast mode on, so once you're ready to go, you can press that flashing Cricut button, and it's going to detect the blade and then start cutting. Once you're done cutting, all we're going to do is unload it, and now we're going to be able to weed out our image. So we're going to grab our craft knife right here, and we're going to use this right here to just cut around to save us this excess vinyl. So just like so. And I love weeding on the mat. If you guys are brand new to our channel, you're going to find out that we love weeding on the mat as often as possible because it's so good. So now I'm using a pin tool from 651 Vinyl. Love those guys. And this tool is so sharp and just able to help us weed like a champ. Now, one tip I want to give to you guys, it's not as relevant for larger projects like this, but feel free to always take a burnishing tool and go over the vinyl. It's going to give you guys better results when you weed. And you're going to be able to weed faster and be a little bit more efficient, especially for more intricate items. Again, these larger letters are pretty easy. So I just like to go section by section. Then we can peel this down right here and then kind of go in. And we've got that right there. And then we just need to pop out this. So you just want to make sure you kind of poke it out. And guys, these have a lifetime warranty, which is really nice. So always, take advantage of that if something happens to it. And then once you have this right here, what we're going to do is grab our transfer tape. Now this is something you may have not been working with before. This is amazing, amazing transfer tape. It's very affordable. You get 100 feet for like the price you would get for a 12 by 24 inch 36-inch roll. So for like $11, you can get it. I got mine from AuntieTay.com, her shop, and it was super fast shipping. Love Auntie Tay, so great way to support her. And then all we're going to do is kind of do the taco reverse method. So we're going to start right here and then lay that down. And we didn't even have to use 2 sheets because it was less than the width. So I'm just going to apply this down. And then what we're going to do is flip it over and just peel this off, just like so. So now here's kind of the trick. We're going to, first, before we do this, we're actually going to grab our pumpkin and find the place. I'm going to take off our tag. And please, guys, do not pay full price for these pumpkins. They are a little bit more expensive. Please use a coupon, something like that. And what we're going to do is we're actually grabbing our rubbing alcohol right here, and we want to clean this surface area. Just make sure there's no residue and that this glitter, or excuse me, this vinyl is going to stick really well. So we're just going to give it a little rubbing alcohol, and then after I rub it down, I like to flip it again. It's a little bit more drier piece of the paper towel, and just kind of wipe it off. So now we're going to let that dry. We're going to take our vinyl piece and we're going to peel off the excess. So we do not need this sheet anymore, but what we do need to do is take our pair of scissors, and this is kind of what you want to do. So you can take off any excess you may need. I do like having some hangage so that you're able to go in and snip it, because you want this to kind of fall in place when you start applying it down. So this is one of the best tips for applying any vinyl to a curved surface. Go in, create these snips so that the vinyl is able to kind of lay exactly how I would want to. And I like to try to get as close as I can to the vinyl, as long as I feel comfortable. And then like this piece you can just take off if you want, and then be able to go in. So just like so. And then look, we've been able to go around the whole entire letter and be able to cut around the edges. So now what we're going to do is grab this right here, and we are going to, make sure it's dry. Okay, so we have our little cut pieces. What we're going to do is kind of start in the middle here and kind of just lay it down. This is when I like to pick it up and make sure I like the positioning of it, just in case you need to adjust it. So this is your time before you start applying a lot of pressure or anything like that. And then I like to kind of go in with my finger and start working it out and just making sure, everything's going to stay put. Just kind of going slowly but surely. Each letter is going to determine and go on a little bit different. Like this part of the B has went on really smooth. It's adhered to all the curves, and it's looking great. And then this piece right here, you may want to cut it just like so. So sometimes this is totally normal to go into a piece of a project and give it a little bit more so that it's able to, lay down just a little bit differently. So it needed just a little bit more. And then again, the best part for this when you're doing a curved surface is your hand. You're able to fill it out. You're able to kind of work out some of the kinks or anything like that for the project. So that's awesome. And then you're able to, reposition it if you need it. So once you're good, you can start actually just peeling up. And one great tip that I like about this is that you can burnish. So you can go in with your burnishing tool, and as you feel comfortable, you're able to peel up the vinyl. You're able to give a little bit more pressure to make sure, and it's totally normal for it to go off in sections, especially for these curved surfaces. So then you're able to kind of go through, give that pressure, and it starts coming off in pieces. So then you can go through with this piece. That looks awesome. So we're just going section by section for this B. You just want to make sure it's down. So we'll get this last piece, and then we'll work on this little last piece. So I like to start it on a line so that it's all able to go in. There's no too terrible overhang. Look at how easy it was to work out those bubbles. So then you're able to just kind of work out all of your different areas. You're able to go in with your burnishing tool and make sure that all of the different pieces are down. I kind of like to go back to where I started because sometimes after you've played around with it, it wants to pop back up. But now you have your awesome bee on your pumpkin, and it's super awesome. Now, what we like to do to finish these off, because it is very fun, is we have made an adorable little bow. These are so awesome. Rachel has a whole video on giving you guys tips and tricks for bow making, and you guys know I'm obsessed with this pattern. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hot glue us an adorable little bow right here at the top of our pumpkin, and then I cannot wait to sit this on my front porch for the whole fall season on maybe like a little I don't know, maybe some hay bales, maybe some faux hay bales, something like that would be so fun. And just like that, you're able to add an awesome little bow and have an adorable pumpkin that you're going to love. Not only is this an awesome no-carve pumpkin idea, but it's such a great gift. If you have any friends that are moving into a home or anything like that for the next little bit, this would be a great little seasonal gift to give them. For any newlyweds that just got a home or anything like that. I absolutely love this project, and it's something that you're going to be able to reuse for time to come. So if you guys are not already a member of Makers Gonna Learn, be sure to click that first link down below. Grab your yearly membership so you're able to save the most amount of money and get the most amount of perks so that you're able to craft along with all of the fonts, the over 1,300 plus cut files, get access to our community, and so much more. If you guys have any questions, leave us a comment down below and we will try our best to get back to you. I hope you hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. And thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.